Hello and welcome to another update video about Mana. Just really wanted to show you where we are on the price because we've seen some nice upside today, but is that really sustainable? I want to look at it. First of all, my last video a few days ago, we were just up here, just below this descending trend line. I did say, I showed you this descending wedge. I did say this is generally considered a bullish pattern. We could break out from here to the upside, but to do that, we probably come down once more, and we did that. Didn't come quite to the low, to the 285. No, we found support at 295. And from here we then broke to the upside. So as expected, pretty much from a descending wedge, a breakout to the upside. But also perfectly at the low, my buy order triggered at 295. I did mention it at the time where I had the buy order set. All the buy orders are on Discord for channel members, perfectly at the low. And then whoever, use that buy order as well, it's up to you where you want to sell then, I have my sell orders on Discord as well, but they are more long-term ones. But of course, profit taking is always possible along the way. I think we are currently here at the key level 339 that is holding now. So what we see here, we are going up from here. We came back above the 0.786 fib level at 320, which is very healthy. Climbed up the ladder, climbed up above the descending wedge as well, but finding resistance here at the 13 and the 20-day EMAs. Also finding resistance at the previous high. So we actually moved above that, but now retesting this for support, and we can probably see that on the 1 hour chart. Yes, that we're coming down here, retesting it for support. If that 339 level holds, which it seems to be at the moment, then we could set up here for further continuation. For me, with an immediate price target of 370, yeah, or just below 370, whoops, basically because this is the previous high. I think we are going to face some resistance there. And then, very importantly, is the 380 level for me. 380 is the 0.618 fib level, well, 378, but also if you connect here, those highs up here, you have 1, 2, 3 touch points, and you might get your fourth one here. I think this is an important descending trend line, a high level downtrend. Whoops, I think if we can break that, then we could talk about a confirmed uptrend. 380 is an important one. Also, we will go above that high here, the previous high. First good signs, had a double bottom here on the RSI on the hourly, not that meaningful, but we can see a higher low, we can see a higher high on the price chart. First good sign, but it's too early to really talk about a confirmed breakout. It's very early, you want to have a little bit of a beginning uptrend. But yeah, everybody who wants to go in, I mean, I had my buy orders down there at 295 and 330, both of them in profit. There was one at 360, that's slightly in the loss, but overall, medium term, I expect this to go definitely above that price as well. So that's what I try to do, dollar cost average in at strategic prices and then sell at a nice profit while we're going up, dollar cost averaging out in my trading portfolio. And again, you can find my buy and Discord order, buy and sell orders on Discord, but we need to get above these two EMAs and then the 380 level. That is very, very crucial. Overall, what is my expectation? Well, we can see here on the 1 hour chart that we're now overbought on the daily, on the 1 hour chart. We're coming just below it again. But the thing is, from here, I think you need some more consolidation before we can catch up again to the upside, because, realistically, how much more can you push from here? There isn't much more scope, really. I mean, everything is possible short term, but it's getting less likely, So you want to start actually from down here. That's interesting, when the RSI is low. Also, my buy order at 295, look at when that was triggered. That was triggered when the RSI here, and that was here perfectly here, I think, yeah, exactly that low. That's where it was triggered. That was when on the 4 hour chart, the RSI was pretty much at the oversold range, just going in there. So I think that was a really, really good starting point, a really good, interesting point to go in if you believe in a crypto long term anyway. If the RSI is nearly oversold and if we have first signs here of a support. So we touched support. That's when the buy order triggered just above this fib level as well at 285. I'd always set it a little bit higher, because sometimes it just doesn't get quite to the fib level. Also, that's where all people set the buy orders. That is why you want to be a little bit higher. So that triggered, and now we are on our way up. Here on the 4 hour chart, we have more scope to move higher, and on the daily as well. So this isn't looking too bad at the moment. Also, we might see here on the daily already a reversal on the daily, MACD, and on the RSI as well. But to do that, we need to find support at 339, and we're currently dropping below that. If we fail, if we can't really hold the 339, I think we're going to come down to the trend line again at 322. Yeah, we need to hold that. If we don't hold that, then it was just a fake out. We drop back into this downtrend, in this downtrending channel. And as I said, key resistance for me is 380. That's a very important one. Overall, what is generally my expectation here for Mana? Well, if we look at the weekly, this is a high level trend. Basically, we've seen a reversal from, we were overbought on the weekly RSI, so we're coming down. Still more scope to fall, I think. I think in the long or medium run, we're going to see lower prices here for Mana. Even though we might have a shorter term push here to the upside, I think the downtrend, the correction, the sell of the profit taking isn't over yet. Yeah, also the MACD on the weekly is seeing a reversal here. We don't have a bearish crossover yet. I think that will happen. If that happens, we can expect further price drops. And they could drop, you know, to 285, that's the 0.887 fib level, or even one lower step to 245. I think this will be very important support. I would expect this to hold even if Bitcoin drops potentially below 30k. And if you think about what Bitcoin below 30k, what is he talking about? Well, check out my Bitcoin videos on this channel. There I explain it all. That's my expectation. Of course, I could be wrong. Of course, I could. And for that purpose, I do dollar cost average in along the way to the downside. I did talk about profit taking up here. Then we started dollar cost average in again. That's my strategy. It's rather a long-term strategy, but not too long. And yeah, I think we are on a good way here for a little bit more of a correction before we then see much higher prices early next year or into spring and summer next year, here UK time zone. And we could see prices, first of all, I would expect next year to the 1.272 extension level to be hit anyway at 688, then the 1.618 as well at $8. And then maybe if we're good, we can even get to 950 or 940 here, the 200%. And maybe if we're lucky, even the 1156, the 2.618. These are the key resistance levels that we're going to reach in price discovery. You know, if we make a new wave here to the upside. To be honest, we had a strong upside this year. That is why there is just so much profit taking going on, a long consolidation. We were just massively overbought on the daily, on the weekly, on the high level time frames. That so far has been corrected, but I still think there is more scope to the downside. But we have a lot of EMAs here that will support us along the way. Generally, from a fundamental point of view, I think Decentraland has a lot of potential, but there are other cryptos like Gala or Sandbox, which I think have a little bit more potential also to keep people interested, because Mana, while it is a massive metaverse, I think they need to do a lot to really become very interesting also for players, gamers, for people who want to spend their time there, because at the moment it's still very empty. It's more for people to try out. They need to do a lot, and I think other companies or organizations are a little bit ahead of it. I know this is all decentralized and everything, but they need to do something to keep people interested. Let me know what you think. Maybe I'm wrong here. I know they do a lot, don't get me wrong. I'm bullish generally on Mana, but I just think from a you know, fundamental point of view, to make it interesting for people to play and to, you know, it's nothing that would keep me in front of the screen, to be honest. So let me know what you think. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. And if you want to see the buy and sell orders that I set for Mana and other cryptos, maybe you want to consider as to join as channel member to support the channel and also have access to live streams, Telegram and Discord. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.